Giving you story after story, everything is true. Some things are kinda scary, so what you gon' do? Cause that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes we spit scripture, line upon line, not discussing wickedness, but what is divine. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tales from the Sip, episode 45. Yeah. I know you've seen the title. Yeah, I got a good one for you today. Kind of tripped out. But this is another situation that happened when I was in Job Corps. Yeah. I was in Job Corps one time, and I had a lot of crazy things happen. And this was one of them. Episode 45, Dating a Witch. Yeah, let's get into it. So, I was in Job Corps, you know what I'm saying? I was like, at the time, I was like 18 years old. Yeah, I was up there with, it was me and my brother next to me. Had a few cousins up there. You know, we was in Batesville, Mississippi. And if you know what Batesville at, that's like 30 minutes outside of Memphis. So we was up there, man, you know, we had a little fun. A lot of times we like they say, jump the track and go in and make some runs and get liquor and beer. Sometimes my cousin he was good at it. He used to go get weed and everything. But anyway, so I was up there. Like I said, I was 18. And at the time, I was, before that, let me explain to you what Job Corps is. Job Corps, in case you didn't know, you go there and then you learn a trade. Me, building maintenance. So I learned how to, you know, lay a little bricks, learn how to do a little electrical, plumbing. I learned a little bit of everything when I was there. You know what I'm saying? But back to the story. So when I was up there, you know, me being a teenager, and you know, women was on the Job Corps Center too, females. You know what I'm talking about? So you had our dorm. I was in dorm 9B to be exact. And the female dorm was dorm, it was dorm 5. Then the other dorm where my brother was at, it was dorm 6. Yeah. So we go, so the thing is, you had all these females there. So, you know, a lot of things went on. You know, a little bit of dating and also mating. But anyway, so when I was there, I was dating this female one time. You know what I'm saying? Not gonna say no names, but she might run across this. But anyway, she was she was the type, you know what I'm saying? Me and her had a little fun together. You know what I'm saying? And but she had a little skill or a little thing that she used to do with cards. And then so I said, she told me one day, hey, you know, I can use cards so I can read, you know, tell your future, and all this and that about you and all this and that. Man, I said, yeah, right. But lo and behold, one day we was sitting up there, you know, you had the rec center. In the rec center, you go up in there and you know, they play basketball. Not the, you know, not the gym on the other side. But the rec center, you go up in there, they got the pool tables, they got all this and that. So we sitting up in there. We sitting at a table, you know, might be playing dominoes or whatever. We sitting up in there. She break out some cards. regular playing cards now. And this the thing. She sat up here. If someone asked, she would sit up here and deal those cards, cut them cards, and ask somebody what they want to tell her, want her to tell them about, or whatever. Or she just tell them something. She'll lay the cards out and actually were telling people about they, situations in their life. Real talk, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life. So me, I sat up here and got her to do it with me. It was true. I said, man, so I asked her, I said, when you learn to do that stuff? She said, her auntie, you know, these people, they from Delta, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say exactly where, but that was she from. She from the Delta. But anyway, so she used to do that, man. I and I'm be honest now. I asked her, hey, show me how to do that. So she showed me how to do that, but I kind of started figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? But then some reason I was like, hey man, I'm supposed to be doing this. And at the time, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't just in a good relationship with the Most High, you know what I'm saying? I was just out there. And when I think about it, it's a lot of strange stuff started happening in my life after that. Me just sitting here thinking about it right now, I didn't think about it before I meant to, you know what I'm saying, talk about this. But there's a lot of stuff, it's a lot of strange things start happening in my life. So, you know what I'm saying? Yay. Do you know when you start playing around with familiar spirits and stuff like that, man? See, you ain't really learning nothing. You just when you doing stuff like that, you start having different spirits attached to you. I forgot how to do the jump. Really, I didn't do it, but that day, maybe one more time, you know what I'm saying, later on. But do you know the same thing those tarot card readers and all them do? She was doing it with some regular playing cards, like you play spades with. You know what I'm saying? Or deuces. Deuces wild. A tongue. Hey, put out in the comment, what's your favorite card game? Mine spades. Cause I'm a beast in it. Yes, sir. I play spades. You gonna get your head busted. You know what I'm saying? A wheel ain't nothing for me to do. But anyway, back to the story. So I end up, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, I left away from up there and I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? We both end up getting out of Job Corps. I end up trying to get back with her. But for some reason, just didn't work. And you know the funny part about it, I didn't even let her know where I stayed. But guess what? One day when I was down in the neighborhood, somebody told me, they described her. I said, that was her. This female came down to the neighborhood where I stayed. She got somebody to bring her. I think of her brother. You know what I'm saying? How does she know how to find me? That was crazy. That was right after I got out of Job Corps, too. She figured out what neighborhood to come find me. I ain't never tell her where I was. That wasn't where I lived. But that's what I'm telling you. You got to be aware of who you deal with, man. Don't never play with nothing. See, everything ain't just so spelled out as something when you dealing with familiar spirits and wickedness and all kind of stuff like that. It ain't just spelled out just like you think it is, because that's what that was. Praise the Most High. I ain't up getting away from that. But I noticed a lot of things strange happened in my life after that. And, I don't remember how to do that jump now. It was just for maybe for what, maybe twice I did it. I didn't really get into it. So, yeah, I repented, got with the Most High, you know, changed my life. He did a work with me. You know what I'm saying? Moral of the story is be careful of the things you do and doing things that could be wicked and attach spirits to you. But believe it or not, a lot of people they dealing with spirits that have attached to them because of certain people that they dealing with. And you gotta be careful who you talk to and who you deal with, who you hang around, all that, man. Also be careful of the houses you go to. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that story. I think the next episode I'm gonna tell you about that story. Dealing with some old witchcraft stuff. Yeah, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't even know where I was going. But yeah, Tales from the Sipp, episode 45. Be on the lookout for episode 46. Yes, sir. Until next time, peace out. Yes, sir.
That's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Sometimes your boy may go way back in the day, talk about experiences and the games that he played. And that's another tale from the Sipp. That's another tale from the Sipp. Hey.